Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today, we're counting down our picks for the 1970s musical outfits whose records you need to dust off ASAP.
How long has this been going on?
Number 10. The Commodores. Sure, they're best known for introducing Lionel Richie to the world, but what you might not remember is the fact that they could seriously get down. A far cry from the squeaky clean stylings that Richie would eventually offer up in his solo work. The Commodores, in their most famous iteration, engineered some of the funkiest tunes known to man. Early career hits like Brick House and the instrumental Machine Gun proved that they were a force to be reckoned with. For more evidence, look no further than the band's 1977 self-titled album, which shows off their pop sensibilities and musical well-roundedness, and features the timeless ballad, Easy.
Easy like Sunday morning, yeah.
Number 9. Mott the Hoople. Eye-popping name aside, Mott scored their biggest hit in 1972 with the generational anthem, All the Young Dudes. Of course, it certainly didn't hurt that none other than David Bowie, from whom they scored a crucial cosign, wrote and produced it. Following years of cult appeal with little mainstream success, that song blew them into the stratosphere. The resulting album of the same name was subsequently produced by Bowie. Although Mott only released a handful of albums before disbanding in 1980, give them a shot. You'll find that they're much more than just some young dudes.
Now it's a mighty long way down rock and roll.
Number 8. Ambrosia.
That's how much I feel for you, baby.
There's a good chance you don't know these versatile LA rockers by name, and that's a genuine shame because they're responsible for some of the grooviest, most dynamic pop music of the 1970s. Originally founded as a progressive rock band in the vein of Rush, Ambrosia gradually transitioned to a sound inspired by the blue-eyed soul and soft rock of the era.
But I keep holding on.
However, they never totally abandoned their roots. While their singles made highly effective use of lead singer David Pack's soulful vocals, their deep cuts retain a distinctly technical flair. Listen to the 1978 album Life Beyond LA, a silky smooth showcase for Ambrosia's ability to think outside the box.
I'm out here waiting, praying, trying to keep from saying that I don't miss you.
Number 7. Flamin' Groovies.
Some actions, what I need to let me burst out that full speed.
Legendary producer Brian Eno once said of the Velvet Underground that he thought, despite low album sales, that everyone who bought one started a band. The same could be said of 70s power pop pioneers Flamin' Groovies. Although the group didn't quite break on through to the next level of fame, they've been cited as being among the founding fathers of punk rock.
But I can't look at the tears I cry. Yes, it's true.
This is largely attributed to their relocation to the UK, at which point they became associated with legends like the Ramones and Sex Pistols. Despite several lineup shuffles and pervasive infighting, the Flamin' Groovies work stands as a rousing 70s time capsule that deserves a little more appreciation. Number 6. April Wine. Do you like songs about rock music and just generally about rockin' out? Then these beloved hard rockers from Canada are just the band for you. Founded in Waverley, Nova Scotia in the late 60s, April Wine found most of their success in their home and native land, but have maintained an international cult fan base in the decades since their 70s peak.
Yeah, 'cause she's a roller now. A high roller, baby, she is.
Even still, they racked up an impressive number of American hits, including I Like to Rock and the hot chocolate cover, You Could Have Been a Lady, which reached the top 40 of the Billboard Hot 100 in 1972. Oh, Canada, indeed.
Could've been here tonight. Could've been sweet as wine. Could've been a lady.
Number 5. Television. The 2023 passing of television frontman Tom Verlaine unleashed an outpouring of love for those artfully minded punks. While we wish it had been under better circumstances, there's no better time than the present to appreciate what television did with the then budding genre. Regular fixtures at the legendary CBGB nightclub in New York City, television subverted expectations by taking inspiration from unconventional sources like jazz and the minimalist compositions of Steve Reich.
I see no evil.
The band released only 2 albums during the 1970s, 1977's Marquee Moon and the following year's Adventure. The fact that there's so little music credited to them is a testament to their outsized influence and the long shadow they cast over the future of rock music.
I fell right into the arms.
Number 4. Thin Lizzy. If all you've ever heard from these iconic Irish rockers is the boys are back in town, then we've got several songs that you need to blast at full volume. Founded in the late 60s by singer-bassist Phil Lynott and drummer Brian Downey, Thin Lizzy rose to prominence in the early 70s with their reinterpretation of Whiskey in the Jar, a traditional Irish ballad. A few years later, the 1976 album Jailbreak put them on the global map and generated a number of hard rockin' hits. The band's peak period of productivity ended in 1983, and Lynott's untimely 1986 death dealt Thin Lizzy fans a major blow. But thankfully, their extensive back catalog will have you exclaiming that the boys are, well, you know. Number 3. Big Star. They're routinely acclaimed as one of the best and most influential bands of the 1970s, but it took decades for them to be recognized as such. Their sound, emphasizing sugary sweet melodies and harmonies and jangly guitar riffs, proved to be a major reference point for the alternative rock boom of the 80s and 90s. In fact, such giants as R.E.M. and The Replacements have called Big Star one of their most prominent sources of inspiration. At the very least, they consistently received warm critical notices for the moving, deeply felt songwriting of co-singers Chris Bell and Alex Chilton. Billboard said it best in their review of Big Star's debut album, Number 1 Record. Every cut could be a single.
Won't you let me meet you at the pool?
Number 2. Badfinger.
Special love I had for you.
If Baby Blue sounds familiar to you, then chances are you heard it in the closing moments of the AMC crime drama Breaking Bad. Having said that, you might have forgotten that Badfinger were reliable hitmakers throughout the 1970s, like Mott the Hoople and David Bowie. This Welsh power pop band was championed by the one and only Paul McCartney. Maybe you've heard of him. The former Beatle even wrote and produced the hit song Come and Get It for them. Their discography is well worth exploring, especially for those curious to explore the extended universe of the Beatles, but also in its own right. Without You, for example, has become a hit when covered, respectively, by Harry Nilsson and Mariah Carey, among countless others.
I can't live if living is without you.
Before we unveil our top picks, here are a few honorable mentions. The Guess Who,
American woman, get away from me. American woman, mama let me be.
The Ides of March,
I'm your vehicle woman. By now I'm sure you know that I love you, I need you.
Little Feat,
Down the street, I heard such a sound coming from the place they call a Spanish.
Poco,
It happens all the time. This crazy love of mine wraps around my heart.
10cc,
I don't like reggae. No, I love it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Blue Öyster Cult.
Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are.
It's okay, you can admit it. The first thing you thought of when we named this band was Will Ferrell and more cowbell. Well, we're sure the guys in Blue Öyster Cult might not be thrilled about that. The iconic SNL sketch provided younger viewers with an opportunity to dig into their impressive discography. Their non-Reaper songs show a heavy side that could rival even Black Sabbath. But those weren't the songs that caught on. For more of the heavy stuff, check out their first few albums, like 1972's Self-Titled, 1973's Tyranny and Mutation, and 1974's Secret Treaties.
Says I'm playing now with rock and roll.
Which 70s band on our list is your favorite? Are there any we missed? Be sure to let us know in the comments below.